Alright, so the first thing you want to do is hook up your cloud bit to a power source and make sure it is on your Wi-Fi. Wait for the green light. And we're good to go. Next, you should hook up the LED, any kind of LED, just so you know when the spell has been cast. I'm going to use a wire here because we want to be able to bring the sound part as close as possible to you when you talk. So I've hooked up an RGB LED here to the wire, and then the sound trigger. This is optional, but the sound trigger is good because then you have to actually say the spell in order to make it happen. And I've cranked it up, the sensitivity here, to the maximum so that you can be further away and still say the name of the spell and have it work. Next, you want to hook up the sound bit to whatever spell you're going to be making, whatever other pieces you have. It can be whatever you want, but in this case, I'm going to light up some Christmas lights. So I'm getting a wire so that the sound trigger is separate from the rest. And then I've hooked it up to my own personal hacked external wire. Check out the project for the external wire to see how I did that. And I'm hooking that up to the inputs for some Christmas lights, the power part of some Christmas lights that I have wrapped around this ornament here, this little fake tree I have, so that when we say the spell, I'll be able to light the tree. And so there's the complete basic kit set up there, with the sound trigger pointed at the person who's going to be casting the spell, and hooked up there to the Christmas lights. Next, open a web browser to the project page here, littlebits.cc/project/wizarding-wands. And on that page, you can scroll down to a section that says Additional Files. Click on the link Software for the PC, and that's going to download the software that you need for your for the Wii controller in order to see the wand. Make sure that you okay the download. Then open the file and extract it somewhere. There we go. Extract it somewhere so you can access the executable. Then you can navigate down into the file debug, and you'll see that there's a file called wewands.exe, and that's an application type. That's what you'll be running, and I'll show you how to do that. So now comes the tricky part. You need to pair your Wiimote with your PC. After a lot of trial and error, I've figured out how to get that working pretty well. So first thing you need to do is open up the Device and Printers menu. I'm using Windows 7 here. I'm not sure what it is in Windows 8. If you see already your Wii controller here, then you need to remove that device. Then what you need to do is click on Add a Device, and it'll open up this little window. It's not seeing your Wii controller, so what you need to do now is push these two buttons at the same time. Just need to press it once, and you'll see these blue things blinking. And you should see that your Wii controller has now appeared on the list here. In a second it'll say that it's a Nintendo game controller. There it goes. Click that, and next. Anytime this goes out, just push it again to make sure it's still pairable. You want to select the option Pair without using a code. Now it's connecting, and it's completed, but it's not totally there. If you can see, there's over here a little sort of clock symbol. That means it's still working on it. And if this goes out, push the two buttons again so that it keeps working on it. Hopefully down in the corner over here it'll say there's a new HID device, but if it doesn't say that, there it goes, Bluetooth HID device. That means that you're all ready to go. So once you're paired with the Bluetooth, you're ready to start the application. Say OK to run it. If you get a message that says that there's no HID device found, that means you'll need to pair again. In this case, it's opened up completely. That means you're good to go. So the next thing you need to do is configure your software to use your CloudBit. So set up your CloudBit if you haven't already. Once you have, go to the control site. Go to your CloudBit, to the settings panel, and at the very bottom you'll see your device ID. So copy that and paste it into the device ID section here on the software. Then get your access token and put that into the authorization field. The next step is to set up your infrared light source. You can use just about any infrared source, but I've had a lot of trouble reflecting like security camera type LED lights off of the off of the Harry Potter ones. So since we're using the Wiimote, my recommendation is to use the actual Wii sensor itself. Right now my Wii console is turned off, so there's no light here. But I'm going to turn it on now, and you'll see that there should be some infrared light, which will be invisible to our eyes, but visible to the camera. Here I go, I'm turning it on. And there you go. So this is the ideal light for reflecting off of the Harry Potter wand and back into the Wiimote. You don't get a huge range on this. If you can crank up the sensitivity on the Wii, you'll get a little further, but you only basically get a foot or two away from this light. Next, you want to place the light emitter in some place that is as close as possible to the Wiimote sensor. Conveniently, the Wii projector itself fits perfectly with the Wiimote, so just lay them on a table like that and you're good to go. So you should be able to wave the wand pointing straight at the Wiimote like this. You should be able to work from about this far away, no problem, and the computer should be seeing it. And here we are with the complete setup. As you can hopefully see in the video here, we're actually getting points registered. So now all you need to do is do one of the movements and it'll trigger your circuit. I'm going to do here an incendio. Incendio! So you can see there, I hope you saw that the LED itself goes on, but the light itself won't actually turn on until I've said the words. Incendio. There you go. I hope you can get it working. Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and get in touch with me, and I hope you have some fun with it.